Hey, by the way, I didn't even mention, did you hear that Larry King stopped by the wrap-up show the other day for 2 seconds? He was in the building doing a bunch of Sirius satellite meetings, not meetings, but talk shows. And he walked by the wrap-up show for 2 seconds.
I didn't know that.
Well, there was only 3 minutes left in the wrap-up show, which I don't even understand. I've said to Tim, if the wrap-up show has something cool going on, why do they have to end it exactly on time? And then he said something has to do with the computer and the scheduling of the shows, that you have to end completely on the hour.
But we didn't have to.
No, I don't know why. If Larry King's there, the guys wanted to keep going with him because it was sort of fun. And I don't know. My philosophy has always been, if something good is going on, let it keep going. Who cares? If the guys want to sit there and talk to Larry King, let them. I wonder what's going on there with this. It's called a profit system in the computer, and all of our shows after we do them live have to go into the computer system because we replay them, and in the replays they have to end on the hour. And I'm like, why? Who cares? I don't even care if a show ends on the hour. What our show.
Somebody made up that rule, and Tim's sticking to it.
I think Tim made up the rule, and Tim's sticking to it. Tim here or no, Gary? Why do you guys have to end exactly at 11 o'clock? Larry King's there. You're sitting there. You're having a good time. Go for a half hour. Go for an hour.
I don't think Tim's in yet. I'm calling now.
Yeah.
It may be the only thing he can control.
Yeah, he's got to let go of that. Have you ever been given an explanation? Or John?
We have permission to go over now, what John just told me.
Is that right?
Yeah, but it won't come up for another year. I even said to somebody that day, can we keep going? And they sort of shook me off.
Who's they?
I might have asked Jim or somebody.
Oh.
So now we got to wait for Larry King, Haley's Comet, to show up again.
The rule is if you're in there, we can go as long as we want to go.
Yeah.
If you come in.
Okay.
Other than that.
Well, who made that rule?
Tim.
But why? What's the thinking behind it?
My understanding is the show has to end because of the rest of the schedule and everything.
But what is the schedule? They just rerun our show.
Yeah, the replay starts at, I guess we're done by 11, so at 11 o'clock, the replay has to start, and then it affects the rest of the day. I don't know.
Yeah, but let's say they replay our show, and you guys finish at 11:20, and they start the shows at 11:30. Who gives a fuck? I mean, no one's sitting there going, oh, man, they didn't start at the top of the hour with the shows.
We're going to miss the next show. Yeah, it is the same show.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand I would love to know what his thought process is in that.
That's Tim. You got to ask him. But
Tim has this move whenever I ask him something. Of course, he goes, I brought it up to you, and you told me you wanted it this way. And
That's exactly what he said about that, Howard.
No, I've never once said that, ever. What, you know me. I'm the guy who used to go to, on terrestrial radio, I would go over. And I'd say, who cares? Let me sit here all day. I'm the only one getting ratings. Why are you in a rush to play music? I mean, so he always blames it on me, Tim. And I know listen, my whole philosophy in radio is you don't need a schedule. Hey, Tim, how come we have to end the wrap-up show if Larry King walks in?
Well, I told John, I says, if you guys wanted to go, you could have gone. And he says, well, don't we end at the top of the hour? So we discussed it, and they just decided. They didn't even ask me. I was in the room, so.
Right. No, but I'm saying.
You weren't. Jim, I asked Jim, I said, can we keep going? And he sort of shook his head.
Yeah,
you weren't in the room.
Yes, I was in the room. I was standing right there with Larry King. I was looking at him.
Oh, so you said you weren't in the room.
I was in the room.
So, Gary, you asked and Tim shook his head no?
JD's yelling Tim wasn't in the room either. If Tim
was
in the room,
I was
unaware because the room was crowded that day.
I patted Larry King on the back on the way out. I says, thanks for stopping by. And if you guys wanted to go, you could have went. There's no problem with that. The thing is that
you've always told me there's a problem.
Well, we like to end the show at the top of the hour, you know, so because it fits in. When we did 6-hour blocks from 6 a.m. until till noon,
right?
You know, that block would replay from noon until 6, from 6 to midnight to 6 a.m.
Who cares?
Well, it just because of the spots and everything else that had to run within it.
Oh. Okay, from now on, what's the rule? The boys can go as long as
They
they want?
can go as long as they want. Sure.
Okay, good.
They can end. They should end at the top of the hour if they can. It
Right.
makes life much easier. But if there's something there that they can go longer,
Makes it easier to put the stuff in the computer.
exactly. And the other thing is that you and I had a conversation about that.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Remember the wrap up?
Oh, yeah, I remember it just like it was yesterday. Okay, what's the conversation? He always does this to me. He always
No,
says,
it's
we
true.
had a conversation about this, and you told me.
You
No, you
agreed.
told me. Remember, you
I-
wanted the wrap up show to go. It's like an hour-long show,
Right.
And that
And if something is going on, let him go.
right. Well, that's what we'll do.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I didn't have any conversation about this.
No, we talked about the 1 hour.
Okay. No,
We did.
don't you remember the conversation where I said, let it run as long as it wants? You were there. Don't you remember that? This is what you do. Don't you remember that
No,
conversation?
no. You and I talked about. Says,
Don't
hey,
you remember when you and I had a conversation?
I
said,
remember
let it run
exactly.
Okay, there you go.
Good. Okay, good. We're even.
Tim. All right, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
You're losing weight again, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. What are you doing this time? No green drink?
No green drinks.
You're doing green drink?
Yeah, Robin and I started the detox yesterday.
Yep.
No ayahuasca?
No, no, thank you.
Ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca?
No ayahuasca, no ayahuasca.
No.
You know.
Oh, you're doing green drink, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
And what else? Because you always
Well,
change.
but I do like a salad. I don't do like total, but
Yeah.
I do like a salad or something like that. Just so, but I watch what I eat.
Yeah,
No more carbs.
right.
Crap.
Carbs aren't the problem, dude.
Well,
Vegetables are
It's a
carbs.
combination of
You know,
exercise and
people
putting the
are-
right food in your system. But the more green you put into your system, the better. The more oxygen you put in your body, it pushes out all the impurities. You feel better. You have more energy. You think clear.
All
You
right,
sleep
all right.
better.
All right, I'm getting woozy.
Again,
Right?
vegetables are carbohydrates.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank
All right.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You can talk to Tim afterwards about that. Explain it
I'm
to
just,
him again.
he's
Robin,
like,
I tried
no
calling you
carbs.
twice last night, by the way.
I tried to call you back, by the way.
Yeah. And Tim's on fire. Tim once, what was Tim's quote once? Food doesn't control him, he controls food. I think you taught him that.
No, he came up with that on his own.
Yeah.
I never declared him
Nothing-
not under the control of food.
Nothing that wacky came out of your mouth.
Cookies are my weakness. I now have the tools in order to take the weight off.
I think food gained control again.
Well, like I said, I never declared him. He decided that on his own.
But he looks good. I
Unable
mean,
to do the lifestyle, you can't take the job.
right. Sometimes Tim talks so fast and gets all charged up that, you don't know what he's saying. He comes out with all those things.
Your point is valid and well taken.
Right.
Timitudes.
Right.
There's so many projects and initiatives going on around these channels.
Timisms. Tim. I do like that guy. Tim.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. Why would you name a kid Tim? Although, what do you name a
Timothy.
kid? Timothy. What do you name
The
a
long
kid?
form.
Where the hell does that come from? Timothy.
Oh, they
Howard.
were talking about
Yeah.
Mariah Carey's kids' names on The View, and it's
Yeah.
Moroccan was where
They decorated.
it is a room in her house. It's the Moroccan room, but that's where Nick proposed to her.
Oh. So the kid's got to be stuck with that shitty name.
Right.
Moroccan.
Yeah.
Hey, Wally, you're on the air.
Good morning, Howard.
Hey, now.
I was really upset that they were ending the show like that on Larry King. 3 minutes in, Larry's just given off this whole itinerary of what he's doing and where he's going to be appearing. It was hilarious. He's like, Boston, L.A.,
Yeah.
England, guacamole. And I'm like, oh
I know, I heard. I'll play it. Did you hear it, Robin?
No.
Yeah, it was really good. And then I wanted it to keep going. And then all of a sudden the rule came up. And I said, who made this rule that the guys can't keep going? Go. I don't mind. I mean, listen, you don't want them droning on for 4 hours, but if they got something cool happening, let
Yeah,
it
that
go.
was an unusual circumstance.
That's right. I'm telling you, I had nothing to do with that. I'm the guy who says break the rule. There's no rule.
Content is king.
Content is king. Thank you. All right.
Howard, he had no idea that anybody that was in there in the wrap-up show worked for you. He's like, who are all these guys? I assume you're all fans?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
All right, I'll play
Thanks
it.
for taking my call, Howard.
It's real quick, actually. He's only on for like 3.5 minutes.
He doesn't. What do you mean he doesn't know?
Oh,
he
man.
doesn't know he's on Howard 100.
Well,
He knew.
he just who knows what he knows.
Here's what they told him. They said, would you like to go do this? Is the wrap-up show after Howard's show. And he said, is Howard going to be in there? And they said no, and then he came in.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he tells Gary afterwards he'd be happy to do our show that we don't ask. But meanwhile, we've called this publicist.
A million times, I'm
don't-
sure.
They don't want to. Listen, probably rightly so. Here's the wrap-up show where Larry King walked in.
Larry, come on over to this microphone. Larry King stopped by. How you doing, Larry? Come right over to this microphone.
Wow. How many hosts?
Just two hosts.
Just us.
And a lot of
Don't
guests.
worry, I'm leaving.
That's Howard's limo driver, who's also got 100-something thousand Twitter followers.
Oh.
He only has 80-some thousand.
So, Larry.
How is Howard?
He's good. How come you never come by and do the show?
I'm never asked. How's his interpreter?
It's good. We'd always love to have you on the show.
How we do, Howard? I've got nothing against Howard.
Good. We'd love to have you. What are you promoting?
How old is he at this point?
You know, it's hard to track his age as
Right.
much as it is his marriages.
The thing about him that's noticeable when you see him in person is he can't weigh more than 100 pounds.
Yeah, he's like an elf. He's like from Middle Earth.
Yeah, he's like a hobbit.
It says here 77.
Okay.
That's how old he is, but he looks older, honestly.
He's always looked older than 77.
Yeah.
I don't recall him ever looking 77.
So he somehow he keeps saying through this interview that he's a stand-up comedian now, but then when you question him more, it turns out he's not really a stand-up comedian. It sounds like he tells stories about his life. Well, I don't know. It's not quite stand-up comedy with like jokes, but he talks about his life when he does these shows, and you know, he can't sit still. He didn't want to give up that CNN show.
No, he was forced out.
And quite frankly, I'm sure if the boys had him there longer, they would have said, you know, don't you feel sort of vindicated? Because I think the ratings were actually higher with Larry than they are with Piers Morgan.
And aren't they bringing Larry back for some kind of a special already?
Maybe, I don't know.
I heard a promo for that.
But now, because he can't sit still, he's going out doing a stand-up tour. And I thought it was a joke. He goes like, I just got back from Lisbon, you know, and I guess because CNN's heard all over the world, he has some sort of audience in every country.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, I'm doing a comedy tour.
Stand-up comedy?
Yeah. I've always done conventions and things, and now when I kind of semi-retired, am I on? Because I don't hear myself.
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's a high. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he loves his voice.
Yeah.
Listen to him.
Oh, thank you.
Let me just talk for a while.
How many cities you doing?
Oh, I got a list here. I'm doing. I start this Saturday in Borgata in Atlantic City, and then the Wilbur in Boston, and then Biloxi, Reno, Las Vegas, Chandler, Arizona, Reykjavik, Iceland, Stockholm, Sweden, Bergen, Norway.
When he said Reykjavik, Iceland, I thought, oh, he's making a joke. Maybe he is funny. But he wasn't making a joke.
No, he's really going there.
It's Larry King in Iceland. Good. I don't even know how you say hello in Iceland.
Are you really going to Reykjavik?
Yeah.
Wow.
Copenhagen, Munich, London, Morristown, New Jersey, Westbury Music Theater, Ottawa, Toronto, Santa Rosa, California, Newport News, Virginia, Tampa, Naples, West Palm Beach.
And when you stopped doing the CNN show, did you know you were going to do stand-up? Did you want to do something, or did you think you were done?
I actually want to go to the show. What the fuck could he be talking about? I mean,
Isn't any of it true?
Yeah.
Or are these just fairy tales that he's making up?
I don't know. Like, he comes out on stage and starts talking about what?
I mean, he's not going to tell you the real stories of his life about how
Right.
he married 8 women.
I fucked this one, and the first night I met her, I fucked her.
And had a gambling problem and all of that. So he
Yeah.
must be making up some stories.
Don't you have a feeling it might be like the Charlie Sheen tour, like sort of nobody knows what's going to happen that night?
Well,
and then, like, within 5 minutes, you go to, does anyone have a question? Winning.
I actually imagine he's put some thought into it.
You think?
My nephew is Scott Zeiger. He's a big Broadway producer, and he's often seen me speak at conventions. And he says, geez, you're funny. Why don't we put together where you do stand-up? And they worked on this show. We got a producer and everything. And I go on stage. It's about 80 minutes of stories. It's all funny. I don't do anything serious. But last Thursday, I was in Portugal. I spoke at a big conference. I just did funny stuff.
But is it more like a stand-up comedy show? Is it more like stories of your life and you're funny?
Correct. It's stories of my life. If there's a similar thing, it would be like Billy Crystal's 700 Sundays. I get up, stories of childhood, stories of broadcasting off the air.
Amazing. He's already in that category of Billy Crystal.
Yeah, he's right up there.
Yeah.
On the air stories of
That's some rarefied air. This must be some show.
family stories, funny stories.
So after many years broadcasting, you finally decided to give it up.
Yeah.
Howard's been doing it forever. Do you think Howard will continue to do it? And
I remember we do know I'm going to continue for 5 years.
When have you talked to Larry King?
I don't know.
Why is he asking?
But Larry does have an answer.
When Howard was in Washington, how old is Howard now?
57 years old.
So he's been in how long?
He's been doing this at least 34 years, something like that.
Okay, I started in 57. How many years is that? 54 years.
Right.
That's a lot of years. So I'm 77.
He wins.
What has that got to do with anything? We're doing math.
I think he feels competitive with me. He goes, well, I've done it 54 years. Howard's only done it 34 years.
Think he'll tire
When
of
I
it?
was 57, I never thought I'd leave. 57.
Right. Do you miss it?
I got ties older than that.
Do you miss it?
I miss it when there's a story like Osama bin Laden is killed, and I miss it when terroragedy happens in Japan. But
That's a new word.
Terroragedy.
Terroragedy.
I don't miss it when a prince is getting married. Who cares?
Yeah, he doesn't miss broadcasting when those princes get married, and I don't blame him.
Well, he's had so many marriages. Marriage can't possibly excite him.
Can't be interesting.
I don't want Kardashians. I could do without. You know how I describe it. I got mixed emotions. It's like, I feel I want to do it so bad one day, and then one day I don't miss it at all. It's like watching your mother-in-law go over the cliff in your new car.
Are you keeping tabs on how Piers is doing over there?
I watch Piers occasionally. He's okay. I think I like Piers. It's very different from me, and actually, it's hard. I'm a poor judge of it because I try. It's hard to be objective.
All right. Unfortunately, we got to wrap up today's wrap-up
That's
show.
it. That's the wrap-up.
We're done. We're out.
So all of you are like Howard Sternites, right?
Yes.
You follow him.
Yep. We do.
He's your
We
leader.
work for him.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Larry.
Yeah, I understood the audience's frustration because I was frustrated too. I was like, oh, hey, this is kind of interesting. Let's keep going. This could get to some good stuff. And then what else do we have to do? We have a whole fucking empty day. So.
He had his first special on CNN on May 1st.
Oh, he did? Okay. Yeah. So that was that. But a little.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
That's an opportunity you don't get all the time.
Although you never know. Maybe it would have gone downhill from there and you would have.
We'll never know.
That's right.
I was going to work my way to, have you ever heard your wife on the show? And that would have been weird, but that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, no, that would have been a good question. Too bad Well, now you know. Just go. Just do your show. You don't have to end it directly at 11 if you have something big going on. Yesterday it was a pretty good wrap-up show you guys did yesterday when Benji was arguing with Ronnie. I was listening to that. That was pretty good.
I heard they aren't speaking.
There's something going on between.
Well, Ronnie's like a big baby. I was listening to it. He was like, Benji. First, well, it's not that Ronnie's a big baby. The two of them together are just not.
It's two big babies.
Yeah. Benji is just genuinely odd, and a lot of us do think that some of the oddness is put on. And I guess what happened was, Ronnie stands in the hall, and he's there to make sure there's no nonsense and that everything's cool. And when a guest comes in, he pats them down, make sure they're not fucking crazy. And so he gets to see a lot of what Benji's up to, and Benji's weird.
Yes.
But we're not sure if Benji's weird intentionally because he's looking for attention and he wants to be like an Andy Kaufman, or maybe he's just genuinely weird. And then when Ronnie calls Benji out on stuff, Benji gets all freaked out. And you don't know if that's for real. The whole thing's combustible. So the other day, Benji was coming in, and because he's had that issue with me that he's been late where I'm going to fire him, he's now decided that when he swipes his card when he comes in, because we have key cards, when he swipes his card, it's good because then he can be on record as having been here.
I was wondering why he did that because, there have been times when I come in like either just before him or whatever, and I swipe it and the door's clearly open, and he stands there and he does a reswipe.
Yeah, well, that was what happened. So Benji did the reswipe thing while the door was open. People were holding the door for him, and he stood there and reswiped. And Ronnie was like, "What are you doing?" And then he started off with this explanation about how he wants to be seen as on time. And Ronnie says, "That's ridiculous. Why don't you do that out where we aren't? There's another key card position where you could be swiping all you want, and none of us would see it. You're doing it because you want to be noticed." And then they got into a whole argument.
This morning, he comes in and Fred holds.
And it's just funny to hear Ronnie argue with that Queens or New York accent, whatever accent that is. I don't even know. It's the most severe New York accent I ever heard.
He's crippled.
Yeah, and then he starts yelling over Benji. It's entertaining as hell.
So this morning, he comes in and Fred holds the door for me. He doesn't have to put his card there, but he's standing there, keeps putting the card there. You know, for like a shtick thing. So
no, it wasn't. I'll give you an exact explanation of what happened.
Don't say it to me because it's got nothing to do with me.
Okay, so this is what upset
the security
Ronnie.
people said, "What the fuck is wrong?"
And
with
I will
this
explain
guy?
what happened because I've had a reputation of being late. And I've said before, you guys accuse me of being late. I always want there to be a record of when I come in. That's why
There would be a record on the other door.
But Ronnie, I swear on my life, that was exactly what's going through my head.
So the conversation starts escalating, and before you know it, neither one of them know what they're talking about. And
I was like, well, this is pretty innocuous.
No,
How could this turn into a fight?
But like Benji's like, well, why are you so angry about this? So what if I swipe the door and Ronnie's like, it's you, and I don't care. You're just weird. And then Benji goes, well, if you don't care, why the hell are you yelling so much?
I checked in.
Okay, great, but you could have done it on that door where you wouldn't. Where you weren't.
That's not
where
what,
people who don't know
Ronnie,
you.
I
Benji,
wasn't doing
people
it for
who don't know you think you're out of your fucking mind. This is what I'm trying to tell you. But you don't believe me.
Okay, but you're saying because I wanted to check in my card, in effect.
And I think Ronnie's trying to be me on the air, like, you know, where he like berates Benji, maybe.
You think?
And, yeah, well, that's what it sounds like. Because really, why does Ronnie care?
Again. Maybe people did think I was crazy, but you're angry about that.
But
I wasn't doing it.
I don't care. I wasn't. Had nothing to do with me. I'm just telling you what people said to me after you walked by.
So you have emotion about that.
You could have clocked in on the other door, and they never would have seen it.
That wasn't in my. Ronnie.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
That wasn't in my head.
You made it so everybody saw what was going on.
No, I didn't, Ronnie. That's what you're assuming.
They went at it for a good, I don't know. What was it, 10 minutes, Benji, at least?
Yeah, at least like that.
Yeah.
We've all worked with each other for a long time. Yeah. It's a nice atmosphere. We all enjoy
it. It is. It's great.
You are constantly a dick to me. Constantly. And I'd rather we just didn't talk to each other if you're going to be like that.
Okay, that's the way you want it. It's fine with me.
No, I'm saying
fine. It's settled. It's settled. We don't have to talk.
Well, you're kind of being a babyish.
No, I'm not. You just said.
No.
What did you just say? You don't want. You'd rather not talk to me. It's fine.
I said we don't have to.
You think I'm going to cry and lose sleep over it? No, I doubt it.
I don't understand why you have to. You go out of your way to be insulting and rude all the time.
Insulting and rude. Okay. Okay, fine.
So where are we at?
We're at. I don't have to talk to him.
All right.
That's where we're at.
What's an example of Ronnie being insulting and rude? Going out of his way to do so.
He's always like yelling at me, like when I'm just like I said, walking to the bathroom or something. He's like, "Oh, why you have to do? You know, why you have to like?" I will try to. If you want me to, I'll keep track of it from the future.
Like he comments on your moves.
It's only I yell at you for no reason.
Well,
None
I'll give
at
you
all.
an example. Like you're yelling at me today about using my key card because you thought
I didn't yell at you. I'm just telling you what people presume of you, pal. That they think you're out of your fucking mind. That's the reputation you have here with everybody in this lobby in the morning.
I'm sure you help it a lot.
No, I don't. I don't have to.
You were yelling at me this morning when I was trying to use my key card. Yes, you were,
Benji,
Ronnie.
I didn't say a freaking
you
word to you
did.
this morning.
You absolutely
First
did.
of all, I wasn't even there. I was walking out
and
as
you started
were coming
yelling
in.
at me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, maybe there's a video.
No,
of
I
it.
didn't.
You absolutely did.
Oh, I so did. Now you don't have to worry about me yelling at you.
Why?
Believe me, because I won't fucking say another word. You're dead. You're not even there.
Wait, now you're threatening not to yell at me?
It's like Ronnie gets worked up right away. Because like Benji goes, look, if we can't work this out, I'd rather not talk to each other. All right, we're not talking to each other then.
You
Fine.
don't have to worry about a thing.
Yeah. He misses the... It's wild between those two.
90% of the people here, I think I have a good relationship with.
I didn't say I didn't have a good relationship with you, dude. You're the one who's putting it all out there that I don't like you, that I'm on your back all the time. Maybe I'm on, like you said, maybe I'm on your back because I don't want to see you in trouble all the time. Because you used to be in trouble constantly with Howard, and you'd sit there and you'd pull the same shit like you're pulling on me now. That he doesn't like you, that he's talking down to you, all kinds of crap like that.
But I don't like to be. I don't listen.
You don't like authority. That's your problem.
There might be some truth to that, but I don't like you constantly.
You don't like authority, and that's my fucking hallway. I'm sorry. And when you act like an idiot there, I'm going to tell you about it. If you don't like it, it's too bad. I'm sorry.
There you go. Well,
that's great.
There's rules, dude.
It's my hallway.
Dude.
You have no idea how people are looking at you. You're crazy as shit.
You know what I have to say? I'm taking Ronnie's side on this.
Yeah.
This is the most sense Ronnie's ever made.
Right. Well, listen, I agree. I don't know why Benji's carrying on with his key card, but who cares? Let him sit there and swipe his key card.
I saw him do that, and I'm like, I don't know why he's doing this.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Right, he has his reason. Let him do it. I don't care.
No, but what Ronnie is saying, he was yelling at Benji, trying to help him out because he was always in trouble.
Right.
And Benji's genuinely weird, and he does strike
Right.
people as odd.
This is an
Ronnie
intervention.
Well, Ronnie's
very
trying
much often is not on the money. He's on the money here.
Well, he's trying to tell him, listen, if you're concerned that you're not connecting with people think you're weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just go, that's Benji.
By the way, Ronnie is as weird as they come, so Ronnie would know.
Maybe that's why he figured this out.
Yeah. Ronnie's got that permanent scowl on his face.
Oh, dear.
Where are you at with Benji now? Like, where is it? You're not talking to him at all? Well, what's your position?
No, I'm talking to him.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, hello, how are you?
That's it.
Yeah.
Just
Boom.
business.
And for his information, the gentleman that was here yesterday when this all went down.
Yeah. The security guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's out there right now. He's here today.
Yeah.
And he just said when Benji walked in this morning, he goes, how come he's not playing with his card again? How come he's not holding the door? How come now he's not wearing his helmet like he does all the time? You know.
I saw that helmet today.
Yeah. He wears it. Like.
Yeah. That's the other weird thing.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Seriously, if you rode your bike here
Would you wear a helmet?
And you parked it downstairs,
Right.
wouldn't you take it off when you walked into the building?
All I know is he walked into my thing here today, and I just looked at JD and I go, look, and he looks over at Benji. We both start laughing because Benji's searching for attention because he's wearing this. He doesn't wear a normal bike helmet. You know those cool bike helmets.
Right.
And he wears like
a thing.
He wears like a skateboarder's helmet.
It looks like a World War I.
It looks like he's a special needs child.
Yeah, right. He looks retarded in this weird biking helmet that does like no one wears.
Right.
It's just an odd. It looks like when you play baseball and you put one of those.
It's like a batting helmet.
Batting helmet on.
Except it doesn't have a visor.
Cover your ear.
Yeah, and I just look
and
over.
a hat besides under it.
Yeah. And so, like, I don't even...
And a turban.
just in case he has to break into character.
Exactly.
So, like, you look over, and it's just so odd, and it's a cry for attention, because as Ronnie says, any normal person, if you wore a bizarre hat like that, you would take it off and leave it with your bike, or just wear it at your side or
Probably
something.
isn't even protection.
Right. No, it looks like a helmet that if he fell, it would fall right off his fucking head.
I have a question for you. The hat he was wearing underneath it, was it the Yankee hat, or does he bring a spare hat?
I don't know. Who knows? I don't look like I didn't want to pay. I didn't want to buy into it.
Yeah.
Why don't you take your hat off? Like, I mean, your helmet when you walk, like you're in the building. I don't think there's any chance of you falling and hurting your head.
The elevators are dangerous.
I take it off.
Sorry. What?
I take it off when I get to my desk.
Yeah, I know. So everyone can see it. Like, that's not a hat you want to be seen in.
Right.
I could trip over the wastebasket.
Yeah.
But I'm picking on him. I'm on his back all the time.
So those security guys out there, they're just like, hey.
They think he's out of his mind.
Yeah.
Seriously, ever since he's started here.
Right.
First, it was with coming in late every day and running through the halls like the madman.
Yeah, because nobody does that.
First it was. Then he got in trouble downstairs with trying to jump the thing because he didn't have his card to get in.
Right.
They think he's out of his mind. Totally.
Maybe he is.
But it's me.
Yeah.
It's always me.
Right.
So whatever.
You think Ronnie doesn't like you, Benj? Or do you think he's just trying to help you?
I don't know if he likes me or not. It's hard to judge. But I know he acts inappropriate to me and mean to me.
Oh, now I'm inappropriate and mean.
Well, in the hall, sometimes I see you give people shit. Are you doing something to him that you?
Only when he's carrying on with his shtick out there. That's
I'll give an example. Like I try to get. I think what it is.
Like Benji's coffee spill yesterday caused real expensive damage. That cost a lot of money.
Well, it's not the first time for that either.
He's done that before.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
I'm looking at a note here, Howard. It said it actually made its way over to Fred's board.
Oh, no.
How much damage?
I tried to stop it as much as I could.
It just says that they got most of it clean, but they recommend they get a cleaning crew in here to clean over some areas and stuff.
Should we ban Benji from drinking over there? He shouldn't be. Why don't you set up a little table like what JD has, a little dinner tray. Put your coffee on there because you're spilling it on the equipment and it's fucking everything up.
That's a good idea. I'll get a coffee tray.
Right.
I don't know. But I'm picking on him.
Right. Yeah, he's always doing something that gets everyone's attention.
Yeah. Like the other day with the bathroom, you know.
What do you do there?
Well, the sink was broken.
Right.
And everybody knew the sink was broken. But
Right.
he had to call everybody with cameras and everything to show everybody the sink was broken. But I called facilities already and told them they were coming to fix it. Everybody knew they were coming to fix it. But he had to call everybody in to the bathroom to see the sink was broken.
What is the problem in the bathroom?
The sink does not.
Broken.
I
You know
didn't.
that.
Ronnie, why do you have to yell at me about
angry.
it? Why can't you? Why do you have to be mean about
Because
it?
you make a whole thing about
Oh, oh wait, you're the guy that comes screaming, and I'm the guy that makes a big thing about it.
I'm on your side of this one. He's fucking angry, that guy.
What are you people standing around the bathroom? Because the sink doesn't work.
So why you gotta get angry about it?
What do you care?
Dude, I really don't know why you're always dicky to me. You're mean to me.
Oh, mean, I'm mean.
Yeah, you are, Ronnie. You are. I'm nice to you.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I'm mean to you.
You are.
I'm so sorry.
Give him a hug.
All right, Ron.
I'm so sorry. I really apologize.
You act dicky to me.
I'm so sorry.
And it hurt. Okay,
For
good.
my heart, man. I'm sorry.
Ronnie, give him a hug.
Very sorry. Enjoy your watermelon.
How you doing?
What was that about?
I have no idea.
It's not even funny.
You have to ask him.
Right. What was that about? Why are you doing that?
You know, I don't remember the specific. They did film it so we could see it. I don't know, Ronnie. But it didn't need every single thing I do. You start, and this is what, I'll tell you what gets down to the nugget of it.
Right.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. Well, you're getting down to the nugget of the problem, yes.
So when we were talking yesterday on the wrap-up show, I said, you know what's bugging you so much? And he starts bringing up when I did that horse bit recently on the street.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff makes him angry.
No, it didn't make me angry. All I said was, it's amazing you didn't go to jail. That's all I said. Well, it doesn't make me angry. If you go to jail, I could give two shits.
All right, but you seem angry about
No, I'm just saying it's all the
you know what?
It's
in
all
your
the
defense,
wacky. I mean,
Benji, everyone thinks you're angry, Ronnie.
yeah, that's fine.
I mean, you come off angry.
I don't care. Let him think what they want.
I think you're angry. Like, he drives me around and I just
And
go,
you're angry too, so, you know.
Yeah, but everyone
We're
thinks
all
you're
angry.
angry.
We all have an angry.
But you're the
angry-
driver.
We all have an angry spot.
When he drives,
Have I ever hit anybody?
No.
The whole time I'm with you?
No.
Have I ever hit anybody?
No.
Okay.
That's not what I'm talking about.
That's
I'm
what
talking
I'm
about you seem
talking
angry
about.
with me.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like even
you know, you have to be an aggressive driver in the city, and there's no
I'm
way
not
around
talking
it.
about that. I'm talking about even like when I'll say to you,
But
hey,
you say that you say
let's
I'm
go somewhere,
angry.
and you'll go,
No, I don't.
You're an angry guy, and like, you come off like you're unapproachable. That's what I think. And I pay you, and I think you're unapproachable. Okay. You know?
Howard, you've worked with people that, listen, it's not that big of a deal, but they're constantly like kind of putting you down and kind of dicky to you. And it's not.
That's so not true. You're not going to say, did I do that constantly to you? I said, only when you're pulling bullshit in the hallway.
Well,
or outside.
that all the time?
You know what? And the funny part is, like when you pull crap like that goes on outside or shit that goes on downstairs at the front desk, who do you think gets called? Me.
Although I got to say, Ronnie, your track record, you've given the silent treatment to the following people. JD, now tell me if I have this right. JD, Gary at one point, Jason at one point, Robin at one point, Artie at one point, and
Robin?
Benji. Yeah, Robin. You gave her the silent treatment for a while.
When did I give you
I don't recall that.
I do.
She gives me the silent treatment also sometimes.
I never give you the
like
silent treatment.
I don't know. Something went down one time, and I said to you, "Do you need help with something?" There was shit was going on with Sal and Richard. You wanted them to do something at Caroline's, and they backed out on you, and then you were pissed off at everybody. I said, "Can I help you with something with that?" And you go, "Get the fuck away from me! I don't need to talk to you about that."
Right.
I'm just trying.
sure
I was
those
just
were my
trying to.
words.
They were actually.
But if Ronnie is the biggest problem in my life, of him not being nice to me, it's not. I have a pretty good life, so it's not
Benji,
that big of
I'm
a
not
deal.
trying to be mean to you. I said it yesterday. I'm trying to help you in a way, okay? You don't believe it, but I am. Because you're always
trying to straighten you
you're
out.
always in deep shit here in this building.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
He doesn't even
You have a
know
track
that.
record here. You can go out. I'm telling you, I'll bring people in.
Maybe
here.
you can help me in a nicer way than Ronnie.
Okay, I'll be sweet to you. That's just not my nature. I'm sorry. I'm not a sweet person.
He helps through, like, yelling at you.
He berates.
And the shit with JD.
He berates.
I mean,
my dad practiced that.
JD and I we go at shit all the time, and you know what? We're always friends, and we always get along. You know?
All right, very good. Okay, thanks, guys. Now we're a little clear on it. There's Ronnie and Benji.
Dude.
He's so angry.
Dude.
Did you tweet today?
What? Dude.
Did you tweet yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
No, I just said.
Any pictures of hot guys?
No. No, actually, I apologize to the followers today.
Why?
Because the chick that I picked this week, she put up one picture at the beginning of the week, and then she died. Nobody's heard from her.
Right.
So
So now you're stuck.
I'm kind of pissed.
Right.
And so are they. The fans are kind of pissed.
All right. Well, you'll find.
They want to see more pictures. They want to see they want to see guys.
Get on that.
And then the other thing I put up was about to listen to the show this morning. There should be a cool interview this morning coming up.
Okay.
I didn't say who it was, but
All right, Ronnie. Thank you. There he is. Ronnie's got 80-something thousand followers.
Dude.
Almost 90,000.
Dude.
Has he passed JD?
Not yet. Not yet. But soon. But soon.
Ron, what? Do you think you've been handling this Benji situation all wrong?
No.
Why does he get under your skin so badly? I mean, he's sort of a comedian. I mean, he's a writer. He's known for his shtick.
Is he a comedian in the hall? Spilling coffee in the hall? Bringing attention to everything he does in the hall? Does it have to be that way? He's supposed to be the comedian in there. Not downstairs with the guards that work here. Not out here in the lobby with the security people that work out here.
But he's a wacky guy, and Howard kind of encourages it.
Okay, fine. Well, no, he doesn't encourage causing trouble. Howard she never asked people to cause trouble around here.
Well,
he's been yelled at for it already by Howard.
Benji likes to mix it up.
Do you hear what I said? Don't start with your dumb shit, because I'm telling you, this is the way it is. And you know it as well as I do.
Oh, man.
Because you're the guy who films it. So don't bullshit me, okay? So enough of your questions.
Wow. I feel like Benji right now.
All right, good.
Benj. Hey. So there's obviously a rift between yourself and Ronnie, but I feel that you're misunderstood in your behavior and some of the things you do around here.
Right.
And Ronnie's sort of accusing you of being a troublemaker, a rabble-rouser, Do you feel as though you're interfering with the security of the building and the compound back here? I mean, where's the disconnect between you and Ronnie? Why aren't you guys able to see eye to eye on this?
I don't know. I think Ronnie just sees everything I do as shtick. I don't even like that word that much, but because I think it's overused. But so he sees everything I do like that, and it irritates him. And I mean, I guess we're just different in that way. I do joke around a lot. I do fuck around, but I find a lot of times the way he thinks I'm doing something when I'm not. So, and he yells at me about it. And I don't think he should be yelling at me about it.
So because he's seen you act silly in the past, almost everything you do now is a joke or carries some sort of connotation to it that you're trying to upstage him or ruin his hallway, so to speak, or just
yeah.
So where do you go from here? I mean, you guys have to work together,
Well, I'd like to get along with him better. I mean, I like him, and it's it's just not nice not to get along with someone, especially there's no reason for us, not to get along, So I don't know. Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing. I'm not trying to get attention.
All right.
I'm not trying to get on camera.
So are you going to try to curtail the silliness a little bit? Or are you going to, when you're around Ronnie, when you first come in the morning, are you going to change anything that you do typically from day to day?
Well, I don't think I was really doing shit anyway, but I mean, I'm not going to try to incite Ronnie, I would like to get along better with him.
But when you come in the morning, is it going to change the way you scan your badge? Or
No. Did you understand the scan?
Yeah, you're trying to stamp yourself and prove that you got in at a certain
right. Which I mean, it's something that maybe 6 months from now, if they said I just want to be able to prove every day, I have been in, and that's the deal.
You're covering your bases.
Yeah.
I don't see how anyone could dislike such a lovable guy.
Really?
I think you're great.
Thanks, man.
Always have, always will.
I do too. Thanks.
Just be as silly as you want.
Thank you, man.
Hey, Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staff, Whack Packers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, when the guys at Howard TV first conceived the show, my guest today was one of the first names that popped up as a must-have. Now, it's not because of any one particular thing that he does. It's because he has utter and complete verbal diarrhea. You may love him, you may hate him, but you certainly know what his penis looks like. His phony phone calls are instant classics, and his least favorite number is 143. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Sal, the stockbroker, Governale.
Rachel Fine!
Sal Governale.
Hey.
We're not
sorry.
falling for
Okay.
that. Let's just...
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Okay,
Little
sit down.
You feel warm?
Not falling for that again.
Fresh and warm.
Sit down. Are you ready to answer some fan questions?
I am ready. I'm ready for anything that you ask me.
Fantastic. Can I keep your eyes in this general direction?
Yes.
All right, first question comes from JM on Twitter. He wants to know, how did you feel when you got hired by Howard?
Extremely excited, Rachel, but at first, to be honest, I thought it was a prank because Gary pranked me 5 years prior. You know, they got me pretty good on the show. I was working on Wall Street, and I was actually that day writing jokes for Artie Lang because he was doing the Donald Trump roast. And I was kind of bummed out, you know, that when John's job just ended, the great Richard Christie won, which was the greatest thing to happen to the show. And I got a call like, hello, you know, Howard was speaking, we'd like to give you a shot here. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Sure enough, I got invited into the show, and it's been 7 years later. So it's been great.
Wouldn't be the same without you.
Oh, thank you.
Next question came in from Facebook. This is from John R. He says, F, marry, kill, Richard, Howard, and Robin, and explain your reasons.
Okay. Well, definitely marry Richard because I love him, and he's my second wife. I would probably fuck Howard because it would make for great radio. Robin, you won't believe what happened to me last night. What, Howard? Sal fucked me up the ass. Oh, my God, don't tell me that. Yes, he did. And I would, unfortunately, because of the game, have no choice but to kill Robin.
That hurts.
Sorry, Robin.
That's crazy.
Sorry to hear that.
What's wrong with him?
Only because of the game. Only because the game
really getting into that.
gives me no choice but to do it. Okay.
Excellent. Moving on.
Is she dead yet?
She is dead. Next question is from Joseph M. on Facebook. He asks, what do you want to do once the Stern Show ends?
You. Every
That is
night.
so sweet.
As long as Richie Wilson doesn't kill me.
You're going to have to clear that with Richie.
What do I want to do? I want to continue to write with Richard Christie, put shows together, comedy, perhaps work for a television show like Jimmy Kimmel, certainly pursue stand-up, and just continue within that vicinity, in the entertainment industry in some capacity.
Sounds good. Maybe you'll be the next Ronnie Mund.
I said entertainment.
Next question is Kim S. also on Facebook.
Kim S.
She says, Sal,
Yes.
tell me one thing you love about your wife, really love, no jokes. Can you?
Yes, of course. My wife is a spectacular and awesome mother. Really, really great. That's one. I could tell you a few.
Give me another.
I think she's absolutely beautiful. I think she has a great personality. And I also think if it wasn't for her, 80% of my material would be out the window. She always says to me that, you know, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have anything. And to some point, that's true. You know, the price that we pay for that is a different story. But it's certainly the truth. She's really good.
She's a good source of your comedy.
Yeah, she's got a good sense of humor.
So romantic. Next one also from Twitter is from Roger. He says, how did you ever pass the Series 7 exam?
I studied every day. I actually made it a job. I got up at 9 in the morning and I went to my kitchen table and I stayed there till 5 p.m. And the only time I took a break was at noon, like I took a lunch break, and I would put on The Price is Right during my lunch break. And I watched The Price is Right, and then I went back to studying, and I studied real hard. I crammed it all in, and I got an 86 first time out.
Nice. Do you think if you took it again today without preparing, you'd pass it?
68. It would take some time, but I could certainly pass it again.
Nice. Next question also from Twitter is from Stacy. Stacy says, is Gary still eating black and white cookies with crumbs running down his chin?
Well, I would have to say yes, I am. I love them, and there's nothing better to put me to sleep quicker than a good old batch of black and white cookies right after I'm done playing solitaire, boy.
Sorry to wake you up. Next one came in from Facebook. This is from Scott M.
Oh, Scott.
From Scott. Sal, what do you do all day other than the prank calls?
Well, that's a good question. We do song parodies. We listen to listener submissions. We put bits together. We put games together, like the Debbie the Come game today. We also write when people go out on the street. Rich and I actually go on the street a lot, so we're constantly coming up with new concepts for the street, like Occupy Wall Street, like going to Harlem, talking about topical topics there. While the show was on, during the course of the show, I and Richard also sent Howard jokes and media during the course of the show through Will and Steve on the computer. We submit jokes for other people as well, like Evil Dave. When George Takei comes in, we write the announces for him. So constantly doing stuff.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah.
Jose N on Facebook says, has there ever been one call that you really loved but couldn't play it on the show?
Yes, there are quite a few, and there's one in particular that we really love. It took about 6 months to produce. It involved many characters on the show, like Wood Yee, like Craig Gass doing his Gene Simmons impersonation, and we just couldn't play it. This call was so good that Gary reached out to this particular person. They do have a product that they sell as well, and even gave that person the opportunity to come on the show and be interviewed about it, provided that we could play the prank call. Still didn't happen. There are a lot of great prank calls that we just can't play. People say no, and that's it. No is no. Everything that we do, we get a consent for. And if we don't get the consent, we can't play it.
What percentage doesn't make it through?
I would say lately it's been like 40-70 in our favor. About 40% does not make it through. 40%.
Do you recognize that 40 plus 70 is more than 100?
Oh, my God, I just realized that. 40-60. 40-65, yeah.
Can we go back to the Series 7 question?
Yeah.
Michael G tweeted us.
So embarrassed.
Sal, is your hair growing back with a fake Propecia?
Feel it. What do you think?
It actually looks good. It looks pretty full.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't feel it before. So
well, it was called Propecia, and I got it from India. I went to this website online because Propecia is very expensive, and I can't afford it. So I looked online, and I received this Indian Propecia called Apecia. And I tried that for a little bit, but I was getting some wacky side effects. So I stopped that, but what I'm doing now is I'm doing Rogaine twice a day. I do the Rogaine foam. Get right in the peaks, rub it in, go to the back. How's the back look?
It looks good.
Yeah, fill it up there. That's it. And then, and just the opposite on my balls and cock. It's nair. Gets all the hair out. So bald here, full there. It's a match made in heaven, ladies. Match made in heaven.
Next is from Live and Uncut on Twitter. If you had to choose either your wife or Richard to live with for the rest of your life, who would it be and why?
Wow, that is a great question. Sorry, buddy. But I'm going to have to live with you for the rest of my life.
You pick me?
Do I stutter, shithead?
Thanks, honey.
Well, I've had my wife for quite a long time. I've known my wife for 16 years now, and I've only known Richard for 7. So to be fair and to balance it out, I have to give him at least 9 more. So, yeah. Welcome aboard, babe. You're in.
Thanks, honey.
You're welcome, sweetie. Anything.
I want to thank Sal for answering all the questions that you, the fans, provided. Keep sending your questions in via Twitter, Facebook, email, and video submission. And remember that this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next week, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time.
I know I did.
Thank you very much for that.
Shut the cameras off. Jesus.
Richie!
No, Richie. Bye.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Sam Governelli, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we discussed JD getting verified. Big deal. We discussed, will Howard be more involved with AGT than he is on the radio show based on a phone call? You'll have to see. But let's be frank with one another. The real importance, the grand poobah of the day on the wrap-up show, you know it, I know it, the whole world knows it, we're all celebrating it, Foreskin Friday. What is Foreskin Friday? You're about to find out.
J.D. Harmeyer, the verified J.D. Harmeyer, now joining us on Wrap Up.
Wait, you got verified?
Yes. Didn't hear the news story about it.
And how many followers do you have?
I think I have like 134,000.
Wow.
How much did getting, and be honest, how much did getting verified mean to you?
It's very cool.
Well, what does it mean? Why is it such a big deal to be verified?
Because it's not everyone on Twitter, first of all, is verified.
But it's not as if there's
it's
not as if there's a rash of JD impersonators.
Well, I mean, there's some, and I had to get one guy. I asked to have one guy taken off because he was like tweeting like all these different female celebrities and just celebrities in general, like, you know, angry, rude shit, and I didn't want that, you know, to look bad on not only myself but the show. You know?
Do you know I was following Fred for like a month until I realized it wasn't Fred?
Yeah,
there's a Fred guy.
Yeah, that's not Fred.
Yeah, no, I know that now.
But JD, I
Fred's a little edgy.
I think you're sort of belittling what this means to you and the impact of it. I know that it's something you wanted really bad.
Yeah, yes. And yeah. But in the overall sense of the world, I mean, there's nothing else changed, really.
I think as soon as you get it, you have to act like it's not that big of a deal.
But do you
well, first of all, whenever you see guys like dads from the fucking Teen Mom show, when you see those guys verified, you're like, I even tweeted out once, it lost its luster a little bit, but you know, it's still very cool.
But see, I'm getting something out of JD that I guess I didn't fully understand. I always thought that being verified was just a way of saying, like, I'm JD, and it'll help you get more followers because now
there's that too, yeah.
But you clearly just want to be in the club.
Oh yeah, you of course, sure.
But the club's like, I don't know. It's not like, I don't know. Like, what are the benefits of being in the club?
Dude, I don't know.
Towing.
Skit. I don't know. You know what? I think it also, you know, with tweets or whatever, it gets more sort of. I don't know. I don't know.
Gary, how about Gary?
Notoriety? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know notoriety, but also maybe taken seriously or something. I don't know. You're just not seen as. I don't know.
How would you feel, Gary?
Trying not to be a joke in as many places as I can.
At this point, like John is, JD is, Howard, Robin, several people at the show, but you weren't.
How would I feel? I don't know. I probably, if everybody but me were, I'd probably be a little bothered. But I don't. Tweeting is not as important to me as it is to JD.
Right.
But also, you know what?
I don't tweet that often. You're on there a lot.
No, I know. But you're also, you've sort of door needs to be oiled. You guys you've sort of like established yourself in a career and whatnot, whereas me, after the show and whatnot, I don't really know what's gonna happen. So it's sort of like my one place where
I wonder if that's gonna be on resumes.
I gotta tell you,
verified on Twitter.
But not just that, but like it helps, you know, to move on or go to different areas or places. Or
Let's
whatever.
cut the bullshit. Is it about pussy?
Well, I haven't gotten laid from it.
But is it? Does it help? Is that what's in the back of your mind?
I don't.
I think it's more than that, Sal. I think it's legitimizing him.
Absolutely,
in public.
But is it about pussy?
Not entirely, no.
But it is a little bit.
Listen, anything a guy does, there's a little hint of pussy being involved. Anything.
A hint,
but just a tinge of vagina.
There's at least a hint.
But your verification didn't help you with Kelly Cuoco, apparently.
No, in fact, it just...
No, it did help. She knows who the fucking creep is.
A verified creep.
Yes.
She's positive. She doesn't have to guess if it's somebody else.
There you go.
There's
Sal,
the douchebag.
What's
verified.
your take on this whole verification thing? Are you verified also, or no?
No.
And do you care? Are you going to pretend not to care?
Pretend not to. I've never mentioned it. As long as I could do my thing, sometimes I like to be under the radar, like with Foreskin Friday, stuff like that. So verification to me, I'll take it or leave it. Doesn't bother me.
There's a weird thing. Somebody contacted me a couple of weeks ago, and I can't remember what the name of it is. I showed it to John, but there's like a Q rating. You know what Q ratings are? Mm-hmm. The Q ratings are like how popular you are. There's a Q ratings for people who what their web presence is. And it was really funny because yours is way higher than mine. They told me what everyone's is. And yours is way higher than mine because you're on more platforms and you tweet and talk to people more often. So your rating is actually pretty high.
Oh, okay. Switch seats, guys.
There you go. There you go. I don't know.
In fact, it's higher than mine and John's.
It's nice. I mean, I don't really know what I can do with it now, but, maybe in the future.
Well, that's exactly it. What can you do with
Talk
that?
about Coney.
That's why you sort of keep it up, and what happens.
You should get naked and make a Coney video.
That's all right. No, thank you.
Jason in Cleveland, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, love the show. Hey, I got a question. I want to know if anybody there's nervous that Howard is on AGT. And the reason why I ask that is the contract's right around the corner to renew for the show, and I'm wondering if anybody's nervous that he'll pick AGT over the show itself.
Well, if 3 years and 10 months is right around the corner, then I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I played it this way. I'm sort of playing it as this is Howard's last radio contract. He never told me that. I don't know that that's the case. That's just my feeling. So I think most of us have the same feeling, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
That I think everybody here is sort of thinking, what will I do in 3 years and 10 months? And so if Howard goes off to TV superstardom, then that's where he's going off to. But I don't think doing well at America's Got Talent will have any bearing on whether he's going to renew his contract.
I think a lot of people here also think, with America's Got Talent, if it ups, if more people are noticing Howard and he gets more popular, this show then gets more popular and we all get noticed a little bit more. At least that's my take on it.
Actually, you know what our agent calls that? The halo effect.
The halo
effect.
effect.
We're just like, if we can just catch some of the shrapnel, it's good for us.
So do you agree with that?
Absolutely. I mean, Foreskin Friday is going to go through the roof.
What is Foreskin Friday?
Why do you keep mentioning Foreskin Friday?
You don't know about well,
of course we don't.
On Twitter, there's
Crowbar.
On Twitter, there's Titty Tuesday where girls show their tits.
And who's in charge of that?
Just chicks, just randomly.
No, but I mean, is it a website?
It's a trend. It's a trend that started on Twitter.
And where do you go to see it?
Oh, just hash mark Titty Tuesday, and then you can follow the trend, and then you can.
You say that like everybody knows what hash mark Titty Tuesday is.
Well, if you're a man, if you have a penis, you should. There's Thong Thursday, where women just, and these are just regular housewives that are putting on thongs.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of chicks, a lot of models and stuff, too.
So I thought to myself, you know what, there's Titty Tuesday, there's Thong Thursday. How about a little something for the ladies to excite the women? So,
like they were looking for your
So
cost.
I created Foreskin Friday, and I put a picture of my foreskin out on Friday. So every Friday we're going to have this new trend, and it's trending very nicely.
I don't understand. Here's what I need to know.
So the AGT people, we're going to wake them up a little bit with the foreskins.
Every Friday,
the accordion.
It's just a picture of your foreskin. Do we ever get new foreskin?
You can. People can submit. I encourage people who are uncircumcised to send in pictures as well and do the hash mark Foreskin Friday.
Now, what happens if it catches on in the gay community but not with women? And what if guys just jerk off to your penis?
That's a little weird, but I'm all for it,
Well, is it weird or are you for it?
I'm for it. I mean, the thing is, this is what I'm doing. I'm not going to stop Foreskin Friday until gay marriage is accepted throughout all 50 states.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, me and George Takei had a conversation.
Twitter will shut you down before that.
Yeah, Twitter already sent me a notice.
What'd they say?
A warning.
That was the most disgusting picture.
It was, Ronnie was repulsed. They sent me a warning that I have to mark it as, adult material before I post it because a lot of people complain.
He's like a virtual flasher.
Yeah. You are.
It's art. The way I presented it as art. It was a nice close-up. It was beautifully shot. It was perfect.
And so you look at all the foreskins that are sent to you that are hashtagged. You check them all out.
Not one was sent. Not one.
So then, how is this trending?
It's through me. It's like saying, there can only be one Elvis. There's only one pouch, so to speak. I mean, so far I am I'm at the forefront of foreskins.
Did he just compare his pouch to Elvis?
Ronnie, you're a Twitter guy. Do you know what he's talking about with these like Titty Tuesday and what was the other one?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Thong Thursday.
Yeah, Thong Thursday. There's something Friday. What's the
Foreskin Friday now.
No,
usually
Frisky Friday. There's another Friday.
Yeah,
something.
Frisky Friday.
Frisky Friday, right?
Have you thought about that for your Twitter feed at all?
No, I got
Something
my
like
hot
that?
chick of the week. I'm good enough with that.
Old Man Monday.
Twat Tuesday.
That's a good one. Taint Tuesday.
It's all yours. Hot chick of the week is good enough.
John Lieberman, I see you itching back there. What do you want to chime in with?
Yeah, just something real quick that we just found out from Twitter about Sal's account. So Twitter has gotten so many complaints about Foreskin Friday. They are now embedding an interstitial in any Sal tweet that goes out that has an attachment of any sort of media. So whether it's a picture or whatever, it's going to say sensitive content, be alert. So it's actually going to be embedded. It's not going to be Sal's choice to put up, be careful, you're going to see sensitive material. Twitter has decided to embed that in any tweet that Sal sends out.
I've been sent in the corner of Twitter.
I love that it took JD 3 years to get noticed by Twitter and you about a minute.
That's an interesting.
Hey, I'm revolutionizing. I'm proud of that, man.
Statement about like censorship and not that, I mean, it's a private company. They have a right to do whatever they
Well,
want.
it's not censorship.
No,
You
they
can-
have a right to do whatever they want. It's a private company.
But I'm saying you can still see
what's
it. They're just-
interesting
they're just
is
telling-
like I don't think they'll do a thing about that with like death threats. I don't think they'll.
course not.
I don't think they'll like warn people like those kind of things. It's just the way society.
Well, I
looks
think
at
they would
sexuality.
warn them if they were putting one out every Friday.
My cock is VIP now. This is like a private party. You know, you have to go through a few different channels and push a few extra buttons to see it.
How's your wife feel about that?
She hasn't seen it in ages. What does she care?
No, I'm talking about this whole Twitter thing.
Yeah,
She loves it.
I'll bet
she
she
does
does.
backflips.
Wait.
over it. She'll stop playing canasta just to look
Kidding
at the
aside,
pictures.
is Christine aware that you're sending your foreskin out every
Yeah,
Friday?
it's not a bit like Howard said. It's been on TV and whatnot, and plus my foreskin's more comical. It's almost
it
like
always
it's
fresh
like a
foreskin
puppet.
It's not
pictures, or is it-
comical. It's disgusting.
I got a
dude. I'm
question.
sorry.
What's the end game? In other words, is this to is this to get you a little bit more notoriety, to get more notice, or is it just for fun?
Just for fun. I think a little bit of everything. You know, it's fun. Something that cracks me up, I run with. I don't even if anybody else doesn't find it funny, or if somebody's repulsed by it. This is like a prank over the internet.
Give him a pair of scissors.
You know, you could.
I was dying laughing over the people saying, "My God, I just washed my eyes out with acid." Stuff like that. It just cracks me up. Or like, you know, I haven't had a drink in 6 years. Going to rehab today after seeing that accordion or Mick Jagger's neck. People come up with funny
Would you,
stuff.
hey Sal,
So
would
when
you
you,
commercialize your foreskin? Would you sell advertising on it?
I would put advertising on it. Absolutely,
Because that's a great way to make money.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Sal's foreskin.
I don't
moves
know how
like-
big your
Sal's foreskin moves like Mick Jagger.
So you worried about your kids going on Twitter?
Yeah, you're gonna
Oh.
you're getting there.
Yeah.
How old's your oldest?
My kids have seen me in the bathroom. What are they going to see?
Yeah,
At
but
least-
do you think there's a difference between your kids seeing you in the bathroom and your kids seeing that the whole world can see it?
Maybe, maybe not. You know, but that's like asking a kid, like if his dad's an African tribe, if his dad's swinging his dingling on National Geographic, you know.
But
But
how many?
It's out there.
How many of your neighbors
Dude,
are?
you're not on that-
you
you're
know
not
how
on
old they-
National Geographic, though, dude. And it's
It
your
doesn't matter.
Your kids have teachers. I'm sure that there's
Hey,
teachers that go on
teachers-
Twitter.
teachers-
They're all young people. the
Teachers play those
teachers, man.
videos of those African tribes, the
come
Friday
on.
tits hanging out, and
Sal,
the kids are around them.
You can't think of
It's all
something
about-
better.
It's all
You
perception.
can't think of something better, some
It's
kind
perception.
of a gimmick.
It's
you can't come up with
perception.
something else. Come on.
This is not a gimmick. This is
It's
my
gross,
it's my
dude.
site. I'll put
It's
whatever the fuck I
disgusting.
want to put on.
It's
it.
horrible.
You're out there scavenging around for fucking pigs to put on, you know.
Pigs?
Yeah,
Well,
and I don't break your balls. You got
what
these
pigs?
fucking skanks that you're fucking talking
What
about every day.
skanks, dude?
Yeah. You're trying looking for a free handy on the side, so you put their picture up.
Dude,
Ooh,
they don't
kid,
even.
and
90%
you got this
of them
prostitution
don't
ring
even,
going on the internet.
They don't even
I'm not breaking
live
your
here,
balls.
dude. They don't even live
No,
in New
yeah,
York.
but
I don't know.
make them
these
hot chicken
girls
of the
from
week. They'll
fucking
fly
all-
right in.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
But I'm not breaking. I'm not saying you're doing what you want to do, and I'm fine with it. Leave my cock alone.
Hey, Ronnie, one quick question because we got a break. Sal raises a good question. You have a son. What does he think of Hot Chick of the Week?
He likes it.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong with that? He's not 5 or 6 years old. Okay.
What do you think of?
He's into girls. You know.
Well, my kids are into girls.
No,
my,
they,
my,
no.
my
They, yeah, but you
oldest
put
kid
your
is
cock
12
on the
years-
fucking goddamn Twitter, man.
But it's how it's
and
done.
it's disgusting.
Right. You hit the nail right on the head.
Wednesday's wrap-up show was all about the block party and what an utter mess it's become. Scott the engineer lied about why he couldn't do a show, and things just spiraled from there. Ronnie was here, Shuli was here, everybody involved was here, and it was a pretty revealing conversation. I think we have the entire block party in here without Ronnie, and I'm sure he'll drop by. But Scott Salem, I got to come to you because you are a veteran of the show. You know the way the game is played. You know how things work. And I think you made a fundamental error in lying about why you couldn't do the block party. And I think the way you were acting, it made people want to know even more what you were sort of hiding there. And since you've been through this before, I want to know why you made that decision. And you went to the cousin's wedding, that it was the family cousin's wedding, and you were the way you were speaking, we all knew that it wasn't true. So why did you decide to lie? You know Howard hates lying more than anything else.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It was because I did have a personal issue, and if I said I had a personal issue originally, people would keep harping, and I don't want to get into it. So I just thought that if I just covered it up with something that I had to do, that would be the end of it.
Smart move. It worked.
You shut up.
That would work, Scott, if you were, frankly,
I wasn't
a better
prepared
liar.
because, I quickly made up that wedding thing, and then I didn't think it would come back again to haunt me.
Did you try to back it up at all? Like, were you trying to find a wedding to go to or anything like that?
Yeah, right. No, I didn't even think about it. It was like, all right.
Is the personal issue something that...
I don't want to get into it.
Right, no, I get it. I get
just tell me you don't want to get into it.
This is what I thought would happen.
I will respect that. I won't ask a thing about it.
I don't want to get into it.
All I want to know is it something you'd be comfortable telling us off air?
No.
Probably not. I actually know what the personal is, or I've got a pretty good idea.
You probably don't know.
I think I do, and I don't think he's comfortable with it.
It's a couple things, but it's
mostly.
So it's something that money can't fix. I mean, if Shuli offered you $5,000 for that weekend, you still wouldn't go.
Oh, that would fix it.
$5,000.
What kind of tour do you think we're doing?
I'm trying to figure it out. Garrett, based on what you think it is,
yeah.
Do you understand that he might not be doesn't want to travel on this weekend?
I can't speak for Scott. I'm not going to get into it. I don't even want to. It's his.
And Scott did
his
say
thing.
it's more than one thing. I mean, it's.
I don't think
personal.
it is, though.
He just said that.
It's a couple of things.
I know, but we already said he was going to a cousin's wedding.
No, it is.
Look, I just want to say this: that regardless if it's
Are
personal,
you
if it's
having sex with your cousin,
regardless if it's a personal situation or it's because he doesn't want to do the traveling, I don't really care. All I'm saying is just be upfront with us, and so we all know where we stand, and yeah, that's all. It's just the.
I got a question for Scott. One of the things that Benji always says on the show is that once you're pigeonholed into a certain type of character on the show, you can't shake it. Do you think you're pigeonholed is difficult, or are you difficult?
I think I'm anal about some stuff, but I don't think I'm difficult. No.
So then, why do you get the rap?
They like to bust balls. That's part of it. But I don't think I'm difficult. No, I don't think I'm difficult.
Surely, is Scott difficult?
Well, I think him being anal is what some people would define as difficult.
No, because I like
other people.
I want to address this busting balls thing because
travel plans. I like to know what the travel plan. So if I'm traveling and 2 weeks from whenever we're supposed to go, I don't have any information, any flight information, any hotel information. I'd like to know and have that information. So I go to him and said, "Can you give me the information, please?"
See, I think I know where John's going, and I talked to Shuli a lot off the air about a lot of different things, and Shuli has a pretty high tolerance for bullshit. But
Literally.
You sent him over the edge today. Shuli went from being like, this is fun, this is good for selling tickets, to fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And that was interesting.
And I want to just bring this up, that because Howard TV put up a thing on Twitter of a clip of me and him yelling, and I hate hearing me yelling. I hate seeing me.
But it was real,
like
correct?
It was absolutely real. It was absolutely real. I don't like seeing it. I don't like being that way. And like you said, I've come to you with issues in the past with things, and you even said to me, not necessarily just with Scott, but just in general, wow, I don't know how you deal with it, you know? And so I blew up today. I blew my stack, and I'm not proud of it. I don't like that I did it, but I had shit on my chest.
But what's so great with you is you like to stir it up because you like to get in there because it's good to sell tickets. But then you stuck your hand a little too far into the cage and you got bit, and then you got just angry.
Well, no, what happened was somebody let Jason in the cage. And and that was my rating system, is I went in there to mix it up and bust balls and, turn it on a scale 1 to 10 to like a 7. Jason came in and broke the meter.
I want to get back to this busting balls thing because a lot of times, especially with you guys in the block party, and Jason, you're the king of this, I think, people will break balls, but there's always a little bit of truth behind the ball breaking. And it seems like that truth began to surface more and more as money came up and other issues came up, and then it goes from ball breaking to, no, I'm genuinely pissed off at you guys right now. And I want to know, when you're in there, how you sort of balance that. I know you lost it a little bit, Shuli. Scott, you haven't been very angry for a while, and today, I said in the beginning of the show, there was a lot of angry Scott on, we heard. And what about this is getting you so upset?
Well, number one, why should Jason know what we make? What we make is between us. It should be between us. Number two, if I say something to Shuli and I say, keep this between us, and then he goes and he blabs it to everybody after telling me, oh, no problem, I'll keep it between us, that's a problem. And then
but there's also a problem, Scott, when you tell me one thing and then I find out that you lied to my face and it's something else.
Whatever the reason, I'm not going that weekend. Whatever the reason is, whatever the reason I gave you, I'm not going, okay?
But the reason you gave me was a lie.
What's with the angry face all of a sudden? What are you so angry about?
And on a side note...
Why are you so angry?
I want to be like you.
No, I mean it. Why are you so angry? When did this come about? You were all smiles this morning, even when you were arguing.
Smiles? I wasn't
now,
smiles.
Now you're all angry. What happened between the time you came off the air this morning and now? Something happened. What happened?
Nothing happened.
As far as me talking to Jason, Jason is a friend of mine outside of work that I talk to about numerous... Look, Jason knows a lot about my life that he isn't going out on the air and blabbing. It just so happens, and he wasn't doing it to be a dick today. I know that. He was just, he just contributed.
Yeah, we were just. I understand you don't want your stuff talked about. Shuli told me several things a few months ago. This wasn't to go to the news. This wasn't to page 69 anything. This was just talking as friends. Trust me, if I wanted to make a federal case of it, I know exactly how to do it.
Well, and we could all do that to each other. I mean, everybody's got dirt on everybody here.
So he wasn't... in all seriousness, Shuli wasn't looking to use me to throw you under the bus. We were talking, and then it came up today, and honestly, I just brought it up because I was trying to make the point of, like, hey, I wouldn't leave that money on the table. That said, I'm sorry if it dealt into your personal life.
Well, wait. But the point wasn't that Scott was mad that Jason said he knows, I don't think. It was that you told Jason, I think, was his point.
Right, and I did tell Jason. I went to Jason and I vented to Jason like I've gone to Gary in the past, and I wanted somebody to bounce this off of. I wanted to know, am I overreacting to this? Am I reading this situation correctly? Because I've been, I've gotten it wrong in the past with different people and gotten into it with them, and then I felt like an asshole.
But the point
later.
you exploded was that Scott got mad that you told someone else
about
his salary.
What made me explode?
But did you give exact amounts?
No, I didn't sit there and break down what we make every single weekend. I said, look,
Jason, how much do they all make? Go ahead.
No. I don't want numbers out on the air.
I was curious about, because when he was telling me this, I'm like, in reality, what are we talking about? Because we're talking about $50 here. I understand Scott being an asshole about everything. So I was kind of asking him what the system was. And I'm not going to use numbers, but I will say, and Shuli, you can stop me anytime you think I'm going too far.
Stop.
Ronnie and Scott get paid a flat appearance fee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
a minimum that if they don't sell one ticket.
Right, whether Shuli sells out the place or sells two tickets.
Shuli, wait,
hold on.
No,
I'm in the middle of something. Now, that's what I'm referring to. I know what their flat fee is, and that's all I'm referring to. Anything they make extra on top of that, God bless them.
So, Shuli, if you do a show and Ronnie and Scott have a flat fee and you don't sell a ticket, who's paying that money?
Well, my promoter, Clean Box, they're getting paid regardless.
Right.
I may not.
That's right. I just wanted to point that out.
Well, but in this case, Gary,
hey, dude, you never heard me say boo about
No. I'm just trying to.
But in this case, you got Scott who lied about the reason he couldn't make it. You got Shuli who you can argue lied about not telling Scott that he told Jason. And if they both think that they're lying to each other, there's no trust there. That's what I'm talking about. And Ronnie, this is what I want you to comment on. The ball busting goes to a new level because suddenly it stops being ball busting and there's genuine anger floating around there.
Well, I saw the anger at the end, pretty much at the end of the segment this morning, when Scott and Shuli really were going at it. Mm-hmm. Scott got all his hair up in the air about.
Okay, is that a joke?
About Shuli talking to Jason about it, about the amount that we make.
Right.
Hey, listen, I don't give a shit. You can tell him whatever you want. I don't care. That's everybody. I don't know why everything is so serious with Scott lately.
Right. I got a question.
I mean, we're in this thing. It started off as like a fun thing,
It started off as a joke.
Have a good time and go out there. The fans are loving it. I mean, you heard them yelling for block parties at AGT. Right. It's people are loving it, and
So why do you think it's gotten so serious?
There's a lot of turmoil.
But why?
How do you spell that?
One word or two.
Whatever, TURM or TERM, whatever. There's a lot of turmoil because I think Shuley is, he's getting a little fed up with Scott's shit.
Hey, here's something I'm surprised at. Like, because Ronnie and Scott, I know sometimes you guys argue, but you seem very close to me as like one of the show couples in a way.
They used to be. See, that's a misconception.
But
they used to be one of the show couples, and I think that there was a falling out. And while they're still friendly, they aren't what they once were. Would that be fair?
Well, there was no falling out between me and him. Let's put it that way.
Well,
and I don't want to get into it.
Okay, but
it wasn't between me and him. We still get along. I still talk to him about things. He talks to me about things.
But this is what I'm surprised
and I don't want him to go into the personal end of it. And that's that is what.
But this is what
that is what the problem is. There's a personal thing involved, but it's not between me and him.
But what I'm surprised about is you were yelling that he's lying about the wedding. Do you know actually what the personal issue is?
I have a feeling I know, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not even going to give my opinion on it because I don't want to start anything with him to get him into any kind of thing.
So here's my quick question. I remember when I used to do personal appearances, I would always say to my wife, I'm blessed. It's free money. Somebody's willing to pay me to just show up. Right. And that's an amazing thing. So you're a stand-up comedian, but Ronnie and Scott are not performers. So I sort of have the same feeling. It's free money. It's money that sort of falls out of the sky that won't be there after the show ends. Why is it so hard then? Like, what is the difficulty with? Why isn't it easier? It started out being fun. Like, why isn't it just easy?
Well, it's still fun for me.
Well, I think that question's to you, Scott.
No, it's fun. I mean,
I think of you and I don't see fun.
I enjoy doing the shows. I enjoy working with these.
But do you enjoy them?
Yeah, because in your face you seem kind of tortured by
it. It seems like that's the thing you should be saying. But do you enjoy them?
I do. No,
you
I do.
sound like a hostage reading off of cue cards. I enjoy the show.
I do.
Look,
here's the deal. So if I question like this whole my request to have extra leg room or an aisle seat, I think was totally blown out of proportion. I never said anything that I wouldn't pay if there's extra money.
We got that. Let's go. But I want to go back.
I mean, that's what I mean. They consider that. They consider that me being a fucking difficult person.
I want to go back to the fun thing again, though, because like Ronnie will come off a weekend, and I'll go, Ronnie, how was your weekend? And he'll go, we had a blast. We were in Myrtle Beach, and we did this and we did that, and I could tell that Ronnie had fun. I've never heard you say to me, I was in Myrtle Beach this weekend and we had a blast. It's just you don't tell
Scott
that
doesn't
story.
walk into a room and go, you'll never guess what I did.
But no, I never hear you tell the story of the weekend, and you never said we had such a great time.
Is it fun, Scott, or is it work for you now? Has it turned into that sort of thing?
No, it's fun. It is fun. It's still fun. And
whoopee.
Look, John, I could interpret
It's
this
not
whole
fun
thing. I could interpret this whole thing, but I won't do it. I just can't.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you for announcing that.
I know what the.
Well, interpret it then.
I can't.
In all fairness,
can't
I know.
I too
Scott,
know
I
what
can't do it.
but I'm not going to say it.
I know what Ronnie's thinking, and I can't tell you either.
And everyone listening also knows what Ronnie is saying.
I think I know what Gary's thinking.
You're also assuming one thing, and it may not be the one thing that you're.
All right,
it may not be, but it is.
All right, let's say it's not that one thing, but that one thing is definitely a part of this mix. Okay, putting that aside, what else is preventing you from enjoying yourself?
He would enjoy himself if I could interpret it better. But
I'm having a good time.
Let me tell you,
I enjoy doing these shows.
It would be a whole different Scott the engineer.
I have a good time doing these shows.
See, what I think where a lot of the trip up is coming is that, I think you do have fun on the shows. I've never been on the shows, but I've seen the Howard TV specials. They look like fun. But part of your salary, and Ronnie's salary, quite frankly, is that Shuli is going to come back and report. I mean, that's part of the reason to have you. And you have to realize that that's part of your, of what he's paying you to be there for, to observe and come back.
But what have they reported about Ronnie?
I'm not.
They have. Oh my God! Remember how upset Ronnie was? What was that one thing that wasn't there something a few months ago?
We tricked him and took him into a gay bar.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
fuck with Ronnie all did you see the picture they put up?
But did I cry about it? I had a good time. I still had fun.
Howard TV somehow had a picture right away this morning of you freaked out.
Jason's point is that nothing's free. Nothing's free.
Freaked out, dude.
It is free.
I wasn't freaked out. They scared the shit out of me. I was fast asleep and they jammed on the brakes. But they told me we were crashing into a fucking ravine.
But Jason, your description of the block party is really the description of working on the show. Every one of us that comes here, part of our paycheck is knowing that nothing's sacred.
Right. And that was my whole point in this show, which, look, this show started as a joke, like this comedy show. And after the fourth one, after Philly, I told Ronnie
It's
and I told
over.
Scott,
It's
it's
over.
over.
It's
This
done.
this
It's
last
over.
show
It's
was
done.
the fucking most awful thing I've ever seen, and we're done. And then we did the show in Long Island. We sold a bunch of tickets. We sold the
kicked
place
ass.
out. Sal showed up, puked on the bar, and ended the show. And the rest is history.
You know what
then.
the story of this whole story is? It's the movie The Producers. They wrote Springtime for Hitler. They thought everyone would hate it, and everyone loves it.
Yeah. Scott in Michigan, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, big fan. I really think you should give Scott a dose of reality. You know, fire him from the show and make him go home to his wife and say, I got fired from the show. His wife will beat his ass.
All right, independent of the bad Scott impression, has that come up? Have you guys discussed getting rid of Scott? I know JD draws really well, and maybe I know Jason's thrown his hat into the mix, and who knows, maybe others want to come along. Is this part of the equation, Shuli?
As much nuttiness that comes from Scott and I working together, I'm not looking to fire Scott.
We think Scott's going to quit.
Well, can I give you my theory on this?
Yeah.
My theory on this is that if you guys weren't selling tickets, you'd cut Scott loose in a second. But the turmoil helps the show.
It absolutely helps.
And
Is that
so
with a U or an E? Turmoil.
No, but I think that all of this that goes on
that's part
helps,
of it.
is part of the show. And I think that if you stop selling tickets, you'd be, what do I need the shit for? But right now, with Scott being who he is and selling tickets, it's still worth doing.
By the way,
But
whose decision is it?
What?
Whose decision is the hiring?
Julie
and
runs the
firing?
show.
Is it clearly Julie's?
I mean, yeah, I guess,
But Gary, and no offense to Scott, if they did drop Scott and had JD or someone else from the show fill that role, I don't know if the sales would be comparable, greater than, lower than, but I think the block party could continue to roll on.
I think they don't know either, and they're like, why screw with something that's working?
Right, like we have Ronnie and Scott, who are the bookends, and in the middle is, three really funny national touring comics, and the people get not only a comedy show, but they get to see the people from the Stern Show as they are on the Stern Show themselves.
Richard in Maine, you're on the wrap-up show.
Damn, I was going to say something about JD, too, replacing Scott, because it might relieve some stress.
And by the way,
Anyways,
JD's not a better choice. He's got all angst about doing shows, too, right?
Oh, JD, it's like it's pulling teeth to get him to come and do a gig
Not
for
really.
the weekend.
Not really. All I got to do is go say, hey, bud, you're doing it. He does it.
Yeah, he wasn't going to go. He wasn't going to go to Arizona. We talked about it, and he said
there,
he's
man.
not going.
He's
and then he's
there.
like, "Oh, Ronnie wants to talk to me about it." And next thing I know, he's going to Arizona.
He's going to Arizona.
What did you do?
Just like he wasn't going to Thanksgiving.
He shook him
wasn't
down.
He wasn't coming to my house for New Year's. He's going.
But that's a completely different story. Like, how can you be like Scott? You have an agreement with, and you're saying now he's kind of like shaking you down. That's what you guys said. But JD says, I don't want to do this. How can you be mad at a guy for that?
I'm not mad at him.
I was just
for
saying
it.
that if you said, okay, we're going to cut Scott loose and then JD will step in, JD doesn't really want to step in. I think that has a lot to do with it, too.
And it's just odd. It's just odd that like Gary said, it's basically free money. And, I don't know. Just weird.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked to Ronnie because the ugly app guy was in again. Ronnie got very upset. He was very confrontational. He thinks there's a conspiracy against him. He thinks the guy personally attacked him. And then when Sal tried to calm Ronnie down, he smacked Sal's arm. So we're going to talk about what's going on with Ronnie.
So Joe, the inventor of the Ugly app, came by today, and basically the reason he came by was because of the way Ronnie reacted to all this and the success he had from selling his Ugly app. And Ronnie You came in, it seemed, with a prepared statement. Were you thinking about this before the guy came here?
Well, I didn't know he was coming till this morning.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't?
No. There was nothing on the schedule for today. On the schedule that I had, there was nothing on for today until.
I wonder if that was intentional because it was on my schedule yesterday when I went.
Well, no, I had gotten the schedule last week.
Oh, okay. He may not have been on yet.
Yeah, so it wasn't on there. But then I saw the updated morning schedule, and I saw that he was coming in.
So when you saw it, what was your first thought?
I said, "Oh, he's coming in for more free advertising."
Now, Ronnie, what I want to figure out is you were angry about a lot of stuff today, and you got in the guy's face. I know I'm not saying you would have done anything.
I wasn't doing anything, John.
Okay, that's what I just said. I'm not saying we're going to do anything, but I don't think we actually learned what you were so upset about. Like, what was the one thing that was? You get your balls broken all the time here.
Look, okay, here's the thing. And take it for any way you want to take it. All right, when he came in here and he did the whole app thing, and I got the 0, okay, fine, and it all blew up into a whole thing where I was upset about it, but not really upset about it, and I just kept saying that he was, here to blow up a thing, for advertising, to keep it going. It went to the wrap-up show. It went to Best of the Week. He got all the free advertising out of it he could possibly get that week.
Superfan.
Mm-hmm. Okay, super fan, and that's what ticked me off. Super fan.
But you never were able to tell us exactly. What
I don't remember exactly.
No, but it's a fair question.
But he attacked me personally. I don't care. You want to you want to attack me. You're 0.0. You're ugly. I don't give a shit.
I guess we're trying to figure out how he attacked you personally. Because if I heard that, I think
he had to bring up things that that I do outside of here. It's none of his fucking business. I didn't bring up his wife, his kid, or anything like that, or what he does outside of here. You know what I'm saying?
But was anything he said on Celebrity, on Superfan Roundtable, was anything he said based on any information he had outside of whatever he heard on the show?
No, probably not. He probably heard it on the show, but still, I didn't like the guy to begin with because I knew what he was all about. He was all about pushing his app, free advertising. Okay,
I'm going to throw that one back at you for a second. Jonah Hill comes in here. He's about one thing. He's about selling 21 Jump Street. He's got a movie out.
Okay.
Why doesn't that piss you off as much? Because it's a similar thing.
Because he used me for it.
And shouldn't the guy have told us he wanted to pitch this app? I mean, shouldn't that he been upfront about that?
He was.
Well, Ronnie, I mean, he used everybody for it, technically.
I understand. John, all right. You don't see it my way. Nobody
Ronnie,
else.
nobody sees your way
I'm trying.
Shut up, John.
I'm trying.
Not you, John. This John.
John
Mind your
Lieberman.
business.
I'm trying.
Lieberman.
Ronnie.
18. Quiet.
Ronnie, I'm trying to understand. I know nobody sees it your way, but I don't think everybody understands the way that you're seeing it. Like, we're trying to comprehend where you're coming from on this.
I see it as a thing. He's using the show.
Do you still feel he planned this and planned you to be the 0?
I think he planned something to get everybody riled up, okay? To get it out there, to get it talked about constantly, which he did. And it got brought back again. And it happened again, okay? So now he got another free day,
right?
Another wrap-up show, and another guaranteed Best of the Week.
Did it ever dawn on you that the reason this whole thing is being perpetuated is because of how upset you are?
Understood, Gary, because I didn't even want to go in there, but everybody breaks my balls. Oh, you're a pussy if you don't go in.
Well, you had to go
Howard TV's got a nail in my back. Let's go in. You got to go in.
But he was going to say his piece whether you were in or not.
I had it. But if he just said his piece and that would have been the end.
But it's never the end of it.
Exactly.
Is it possible he's using secret mind control techniques on you?
Stop it, Benji. Come on now.
But here's the reality, Ronnie.
If you believe this is scientific, this thing that he does, it's scientific.
I think
you really believe
I haven't looked at. I know it's based on real science research. I don't know whether or not their app has done it properly. I don't know.
So Ronnie, can I ask Ronnie just a quick question?
I got to listen to you. Where do you come into this?
The app has skyrocketed again this morning
Good
into
man.
the top 10
Did you hear him
for
when he left?
iTunes. Let me finish. Do you take credit for the app skyrocketing into the top 10 this morning?
No, the show. I never said me. The whole thing.
And how
was
much
just
should they
me.
owe you today?
Oh, stop it, you moron! Get out of here. I don't.
Did you really want to cut, Ron, of their profits?
I was joking around. Come on.
Okay.
And I never said 50,000.
No, but
I said 30.
You don't want to cut of their profit, but it does irritate you that he's making money off of this, correct?
Well, he should be making money off it because it's his business, okay? But he shouldn't be making it off me.
Wait, but
If he
it's
wanted
the
to come,
show, not
wait,
just you.
no, if he wanted to come in and promote his app, promote your app and goodbye. Leave.
But what would have been a proper? What did he do that wasn't proper? Like what that was.
Listen,
like,
when
I can answer that.
When I keep saying when dog shit gets a 2 and I get 0, there's something fucking wrong.
Have
I'm
you
sorry.
seen the dog shit?
I'm sorry. Shut
Why-
up, Julie.
Why do you? I think we've asked this question, but I just got to double check it. Why do you think he targeted you of all the people here?
I have no idea because he knows people can turn my screws.
Would you?
And he
feel-
knows I get on fire.
Would you feel the same
And
way?
didn't it work? Did it work?
But Ronnie,
That
here's
is
the thing.
proof.
The thing that's blowing my mind is you know the whole thing. You can see the whole thing from A to B. Yet you're still getting worked up.
Yeah, you
like
could've
you
put-
saw the plan and it still didn't stop.
Gary, I had no intention of going in it this morning.
No, but I mean even before.
None.
What I'm saying is, you know,
I was willing to go in. I didn't even want to go in and do it the first time.
So
I
when
didn't
you
wanna-
went in, why
I
did you
went
get so worked up? If you knew that
I didn't get worked up the first day.
No, today.
Today?
Yeah.
Because I told you about the superfan thing. It's been on my mind. And then I heard he's going to be coming in eventually. I didn't know what he was coming in today. Okay?
You're putting 0.0 effort into not getting upset by this stuff. Seriously, you're just
Surely. I don't need your comedy right now.
Wait, let me ask you a serious question. Would you be
it's bad
this
enough
upset?
I got to spend weekends with you with your fucking comedy.
Would you be this upset if someone else had scored a 0? Let's say if JD or Benji scored a
that'd be
0.
impossible.
Would you rail this hard against the app and against its creator if it was somebody else?
No, dude, I just said he attacked me personally, and that's what really got to me.
Forget the personal attacks.
What?
The
No.
score itself. You were pissed off at the score
No,
itself.
I wasn't.
Sure you were.
Oh, please. We came in here and talked about it on the Rapper Show. This is the guy who was upset about it to be
You
more
both
than me.
were, but you both
Yeah, you
were
pointed.
upset.
Well, you pointed out today that John didn't sleep for 3 nights,
Which is
so-
not true. That's
It's so
embellishment.
true. Don't
That
lie.
is that
John,
is an
come
embellishment.
on, John.
I mentioned to you
John.
in the hallway one night. I
didn't
had
say
trouble
one-
sleeping
it was
last
more
night.
than one
Yeah,
night.
The ugly app.
It was more than one night, John.
Ronald, it was one night.
Jonathan, it was more than one night.
This is some comedy.
Even
thing.
one night's funny.
one night with a gun to your head.
It was more than one night. And it was also, from what I understood, to live with him, with his girlfriend, was unlivable. He was like, he was out of his mind about this whole thing.
There was a great moment this morning, by the way, where you brought up, you said, let's ask your girlfriend, and he just goes, stay away from my fucking girlfriend. There was like a whole weirdness there.
No, there's no weirdness there.
Ronnie, why don't you do the app again?
I won't. I don't want anything to do with this guy. I'm sorry. You didn't see when he left. He comes over to me and he's like trying to be my best friend, which he'll deny. Okay, trying to be my best friend. Oh, I love you. I'm a big fan of the show. Shake my hand. I didn't want to shake his hand.
But Ronnie, when you
and
were
then I
just
said to him,
feet from
"Dude,
his face,
you got what you want. You got your free advertising that people pay tons of money for here. Okay, you got 2 weeks of. Now it's going to be 2 weeks that he's got of it. I say go home and spend it on your 5-year-old kid. Enjoy it. You got it. You're going to make tons of more money after today. And sure enough, I guarantee, right? It's on fire, right?
It is.
Right or wrong?
I just talked to him. It's on fire. Let me ask you a quick question.
Okay.
You were
I
literally
rest my
you were
case.
literally 3 feet from the guy's face, and you couldn't hear this on the radio, but you pushed Sal. That's how angry you were when you were in there.
No, dude.
Sal was trying to
No, Sal
restrain
grabbed
you.
me by my jacket. Don't grab me by my jacket.
Wait, hold on,
By my
guys.
jacket.
Guys, hold on. Let's take a step back.
He grabbed me. I wasn't going to do anything
Ronnie,
to him.
He didn't know that. Though. He didn't know.
Who's Sal? What's he doing in there?
Everyone was so around.
No one, nobody belongs in
Wait
there.
a second. Wait a second. Let's reset here because I don't think everyone knows where we are. You had left. And you came back in.
Right.
And you wanted to look the guy in the eye as you were speaking to him.
Was I going to hit him? I wanted to talk to him face to face.
It was very confrontational, and it was very. And you were.
And the Stern Show is not about confrontation.
There are moments sometimes, Ronnie, when you think someone may be losing it a little bit, and a lot of people thought you were losing.
Ronnie, if one of us had done that, would you have walked in?
That's a great question.
That's right. If one of us had done that, would you have walked in?
Yes, because that's
right.
that's my job.
But when you weren't doing your job, we were doing it for you.
No, I was doing my job. I didn't do anything to anybody.
How can you do
both.
your job and be the prime suspect?
He's schizophrenic.
Very easy. I didn't do anything wrong.
And I heard extra security came out in the hall just to
you-
make sure.
No extra
Did
security.
I hear that wrong?
No, well, that was Tim. He goes and tells the guy, "You better get in there."
So I'm not wrong that extra security was present.
No, he wasn't in the studio.
No, I didn't say. I said outside the studio.
Outside the studio,
Just in case.
I was already out though. I was already out by the time.
But you
by the
weren't-
time Tim said, "Oh, you better go in there."
But Ronnie, you weren't mad. I mean, you were mad at the guy, but your real
I don't
anger.
like the guy.
I understand that, but your real anger at that point was focused on Sal, not on the guy. Correct?
Yeah, I was because he's grabbing me, but he's grabbing me by the back of my jacket like this. No, don't grab me like that.
Here's what I will tell you.
If I would have hit somebody, then I could say, okay, great, grab me.
If you hit somebody, it's too late. Here's what I will say.
Stop it. I
So
wasn't
here's what
gonna
I'll
hit
say.
the guy. I'm not that stupid,
Ronnie, I've known you for
Gary.
a long, long time, and there was like a 4 or 5 second period there where I wasn't positive, and I came in, of course, to make sure, try to do my best, but also for you. I was afraid that you might do something that you would regret, and I didn't want to see you do that. And so I think Sal was doing the same thing. But it's funny. I think if I'd have grabbed your jacket, you wouldn't have reacted like that. But there's something about Sal doing it that pisses you off.
Yeah, because Sal was putting signs on my back the whole morning too. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody grabs you like that, you think he's fucking with you also.
You are without a doubt,
especially Sal.
You are without a doubt the only head of security who's had security called on him. So you should
How do
be
you
proud
know
of yourself.
that? How do you know that?
Here, I know that. That's for sure.
Yeah, how do you know that?
No one's reacted like you reacted.
No, how do you
Why do you
know-
need to get in the guy's face? First of all, why?
I wasn't in it. I was in front of him. I wanted to look at him face to face.
Your spit hit him in the face. He said at one point.
Oh, good. I'm
You
glad.
went in to intimidate him. I said on the news it was a lot like.
Gary,
it was a lot like Robert De Niro in Meet the Parents. When I thought you were going to grab his hands to see if he was lying.
No, when I was standing at the podium all the way on the other side of the room, he was a real, running his mouth about everything. Okay, and I just wanted to be up front and see what he had to say. Okay,
You don't think he could see you across the room?
No, I couldn't see him from across the room. I wanted to be face to face, close to him.
Was it awkward after the interview was over when he had to you had to walk him out, basically,
Yeah, I walked him
right?
out. I walked him out, and I was fine. I did my job.
Did he offer you a free download?
And then he said to me, it's all about business, blah blah blah. I said, yeah. I said, enjoy it, man. You're going to blow up again today. Enjoy it. Take the money and spend it on your 5-year-old and your wife.
Sal's now joining us. Sal, we heard Ronnie said that he wasn't angry about the zero. He wasn't angry with this guy. He was pissed at you because you grabbed him.
I didn't grab him.
What
You
happened?
did grab him.
You
put your hand up.
I put my hand up, and I created somewhat of a barricade with my arm. Because, like I just
And
did
that's
now.
exactly what I did.
Right.
I didn't do anything.
You're a little
No,
more
But
forceful than that.
okay, but hold on.
But you
before we
were
go,
like-
stop,
And
Sal.
you grabbed my jacket.
I might have, I think, when you were leaning in. Ronnie almost it was like, when an old lady's falling out of a subway car and you have to hold her up.
Yeah, okay.
When he was yelling, he was leaning in,
Right,
and
I
it
was
looked like he was
falling
ready to
over, fall over.
like his pacemaker was going to give out any
Right.
second.
Sal.
He's like, and I just put my arm up like, old grandpa's going to fall down.
Right.
And then when he grabbed my arm, I actually thought he was grabbing it to hold himself up because I thought he was going to just fall or faint from yelling so much.
Now, Sal, kidding aside.
I'm not kidding.
No, he's not kidding.
All
Of
right.
course he's
I
not
love this
kidding.
guy.
You have an objective point of view when it comes to this. Did you think this was what it happens to everybody? Did you think this was a moment where Ronnie really could have been losing it in anger? Be
He
honest.
lost it. He definitely lost it. And I know the feeling like when Ronnie stormed away, like the one time I was going to fuck the guy in the eye socket and I backed out of it. And everybody else.
It's like he says that like we all remember, and I go,
I remember.
I do remember, but I forgot.
Yeah, I was going to fuck a guy in his eye socket, and then I backed out, and then I kind of got beat up, and I left. That was the day I left. I went downstairs. I had to get some air. I walked around the building.
I didn't leave.
Well, no, you left. You left the compound.
No, I walked out of the compound because they were following me around with a live
You might
camera.
not have gone as far as me, but I
No, I
understand.
just walked out the door so they couldn't follow me into the hall because I didn't want to. I wasn't in the mood for the live camera. Chris had a live camera on me.
Right, and I get it, and it sucks. But I think Ronnie overreacted.
Why? What possessed you to sort of make that barricade, like you said? What were you thinking?
The way Ronnie was yelling, the way he got worked up, he wasn't seeing straight. I'm not. I mean, and
oh, stop it.
I mean, aside from your bifocals, he probably was see straight
I don't have
anyway.
bifocals, okay.
Trifocals, whatever they are.
I don't have trifocals.
He was angry, and I could see the look. Gary was in there. We all kind of knew like something could go down. And when you got down on your knee, when you looked like you were proposing to him, or you were ready to blow him,
No, I
didn't know
fell
what
down.
you-
I fell down on the floor, right?
Did you?
And I couldn't
No,
get
I
up,
thought you were going
right?
to punch him in the nuts
Yeah,
or something.
no.
Yeah,
Stop.
because I don't know, because maybe he's used to punching people in the nuts. That's the level of his face.
Right. Sal, were you fucking with Ronnie today? Ronnie said you were putting notes on him and stuff?
No, when he was watching the monitor of the guy making fun of him today, I went over and I tapped him. I go, hey, say to the guy that he sounds like China. And
Well,
I
he
went,
did.
Pat. I pat him on the back and I left a zero sign on his back.
So you left notes on him?
On Ronnie, yeah.
And Sal, what was Ronnie's?
And he did it last time also.
What was Ronnie's reaction when he was watching it? Was he getting all heated up?
No, he was like Cool Ronnie. You know, he had his hands crossed in front of him. He was just watching intently. You know, like a pit bull. You know, he was like in pit bull mode. You know, like this guy's not going to pull one over on me. And then he just walked in the studio and he crumbled.
I didn't crumble.
He totally. Oh God, it was pathetic. Hello, Ralph Sorella.
Hello, John
I didn't
Hines.
crumble.
I have a theory.
What is your theory?
I believe that Ronnie is secretly in cahoots with this ugly app guy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because
I get checks every week from the guy, Ralph.
I think Ronnie's too smart to be doing this because he's the only thing keeping this app going. It would have been dead a long
Ralph,
time ago.
I had no intentions of going in there. They busted my balls to go until I went in. Don't you understand? I said, you can ask anybody around here. I said this morning when I saw the guy was coming in, I'm not giving this guy any airtime. I'm not going in there. I'm not saying anything. And Howard started with, I'm a pussy, and this one is, I'm a pussy.
But why couldn't why couldn't you go in and keep your cool?
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. I just lost it.
Couldn't you just go
Because
in?
I remember what, I don't remember everything he said on the fucking, Superfan Roundtable. But
What
whatever.
did he say that was so bad?
I don't remember, dude. I just don't remember. He just attacked me personally more than about the app. Okay, say I'm ugly, say I'm 0.0, fine. There's no reason to go after me personally, okay? I didn't go after him personally. All I said was I thought his app was shit, and that was it, That was as far as it went. I didn't start attacking him personally.
But
there was no
reason
for it.
You just said you don't even remember what it was.